you prefer the news, the weather, or the sports? You can have it all anytime you want. With MediaNet, you can have over 150 functions at your fingertips. If you would like to see just how easy and simple MediaNet is to operate, just come by any of our 6 stores for a free demonstration. Just another reason to do business with Southeastern Cellular.
Hey everybody, it's Barry Miller from Big Boys Toys. Welcome to this week's episode. We're at Mount Chial Harley Davidson right here in Davis Loop Road. I told you last week, do not miss this week's show. I'm going to show you something you've never seen on Big Boys Toys before. How you doing? Calhoun County Sheriff's Department. I got 3 different vehicles from 1 horsepower to a lot of horsepower. You don't want to miss this week's show. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Big Boys Toys. Tonight, your host Barry Miller will bring you the sleekest, trimmest automobiles from around the area that have been beautifully restored. If you love streamlined, full-force race cams, then this show is for you. So sit back, but don't get too relaxed. This is Big Boys Toys.
Looking for great savings on new and pre-owned cars and trucks? Then head on over to Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC. Our courteous and knowledgeable sales team is ready to show you our huge selection of cars and trucks at out-the-door prices. Don't settle for our competition's offer. At Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, we're committed to sales, service, and customer satisfaction. So head on over to Ron Newton's. We'll treat you right. That's Ron Newton Pontiac Cadillac GMC, top of the hill, Quintard.
Horsepower vehicles, Calhoun County Sheriff's Department. Jim Donovan. Jim, welcome to Big Boys Toys.
Nice to meet
you. And who we got up there? Mr. Pritchett.
Dick Pritchett,
Deputy Sheriff from Calhoun County. I told you, you didn't want to miss this week's show. This one's named
Itchy Choopy.
Itchy Choopy, and that one, Hooch. Calhoun County is going to get you, I don't care where you go. Larry Emerson is on the stick, ain't he? Tell me a little bit about your horses and what all y'all do.
We are an all-volunteer organization which is works with and for Larry Emerson, our Sheriff of Calhoun County. We are a search and rescue unit. We've got 23 members. Being all volunteer, we're on call 24 hours a day, and we're trained there again in searching for people, searching for Alzheimer's patients, just whatever may be the situation.
Now, how many of you is in they call it the posse, right?
Well, we call it the mounted unit and posse.
How many is in it?
23 people.
23 people and 23
horses.
And how old is this horse?
He's 7 years old.
7 years old and
3.
He's 3 years old. He's the young one of the bunch over there. He was doing, I don't know, he won't do it again, will he? Well, he's gonna get off and show you. He done got that horse trained and he's 3 years old. I can see training a dog, but watch this horse. All right, here you go. Watch, here he goes. Smile. He'll smile for you. He can make his horse smile. Now, y'all do a lot of special events throughout the county besides search and rescue?
Right. We have been part of the presidential detail for former President Jimmy Carter when he was here. We work special details at the courthouse. We make special events like this. Just about anywhere where we work for Music at McClellan, which is another big event, 4 weekends where Alabama Symphony comes to Fort McClellan and has a Saturday night event, and we're there for, there again, provide security and for meet and greet and let people find out about animals.
You ain't got to go to New York City and see a police officer riding on a horse. You can do it right here in Calhoun County. Right. I mean, they're right here. And the horses, now, they're privately owned, and y'all just keep them yourself, right?
We take care of them ourselves. They're all highly trained. They all have to essentially attend a mounted police officer school where we do what we call bomb proofing. We throw everything at them, from balls, we throw flares, we use explosives, we do everything that you can imagine, and then we take them and use them with the Mobile City Police Department, and we work the Mardi Gras with them.
So you actually give them on-the-job training.
On-the-job training, right. What they do all day, and then they get to actually put it into practice at night.
And they're actually deputies too, right?
Right.
They got badges somewhere.
Right, they're a deputy.
Yeah, they're a deputy just like everybody else is, so they're actually sworn in. Hey, how did you tell Larry Emerson okay when he swore you in?
You shake your head?
Yeah, he shook his head. He agreed with it. Now, what's some of the events y'all got coming up, or do you know any, or just any time?
We have the bicycle races in downtown Anniston. Will be coming up the next couple weekends. We've got 4 weekends starting in May where we'll do music at McClellan. That's just 2 of the events that I can think of right now.
Some of y'all's going to be with me downtown Anniston next Friday night.
Next Friday night.
And it lets the kids love this. The kids love when I noticed when you come across a while ago, a bunch of the kids run up. You know, they wanted to see this.
Right.
They had to see the horses, and they're just as tame as they can be, because I walked up. Well, this one didn't like me walking over near his hay a while ago. He kind of give me yeah, I like you too. He didn't like it when I got near his hay a while ago. He kind of got a little rowdy, but the rest of the time and they're just healthy. You know, how's that saying go? Healthy as a horse. They're healthy as a horse. I tell you what, appreciate y'all coming out. I know y'all hot with them helmets on, and the horses are hot. We're gonna get them back over there and get them some water, get them something to eat, and you've done good. His name is
Ichi Chupi.
Ichi Chupi, I forgot that one. And Hooch. I talked to them a while ago when we was in the grass, and I said, look, y'all be real nice for 4.5 minutes, and if you got to go, wait till you get back to the grass, because it's blacktop, and you've been real good. We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toyz. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you
We'll see y'all next week. We'll be right back. Hey everybody, Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz. M&L Auto Repair, right there on 78, right across from the Quick Meds. Tell you what, Manuel and his staff can do anything that's known to be done to a car, they can do it. Tell you what, he's the specialist around here on carburetors. All you guys got these old street rods and all, or you've got some of the old cars, the carburetor ain't running right, he rebuilds Quadrajets, Holleys, just about anything. He's a Jasper engine dealer, and he has Jasper engines and transmissions. Also, they're TechNet professionals. They're members of the TechNet, so that means they're good. They do about anything, and when they rebuild a motor for you, I'll tell you what, it's going to be a difference. That motor's going to look different when they rebuild it. They put their special touch on that engine before you pick it up. So go by and see Manuel or one of the staff at M&L Automotive and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. Best kept secret in Anniston, Alabama. Romine's Annistonian Restaurant, 1709 Noble Street, Anniston, right across Administration Building, has got that country lunch special each and every day, meat and vegetables. Sunday buffet, all you can eat from 11 to 4, only $6.99. They got catfish, they got steaks, they got fried chicken, barbecue. They're the home of the off to the bone barbecue. They got hamburgers, hot dogs, pork chops, you name it, they got it. Specials in desserts, Black and Forest cake, pecan pie, cheesecake, they got it. They're the #1 location for German cuisine also. Stop by today, tell them you want some of that great German food Barry Miller sent you by. You know, Piggly Wiggly, that's a name you've heard ever since you was a child. I've heard it since I was a child. It's a grocery store above all grocery stores. It has just about anything you want in the Piggly Wiggly stores. Go by the local Piggly Wiggly store in Odenville, Center, Cedar Bluff, Collinsville, and the brand new store down in Asheville, and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by, and you want to see how much money you can save on your grocery bill. They have a meat department and a fresh produce department in each and every store, fresh produce each and every day, and they cut their meat right there on their location. Tell them I sent you by. Next vehicle, I'm going to work right on up the line at the Calhoun County Sheriff's Department. Next vehicle, Fuad Aid, one of the Calhoun County Sheriff's Department's vehicles. Tell me a little bit about the car, what all y'all do.
Well, it's a 1997 Ford Crown Vic. Got a police interceptor engine. runs like a top, and my duties are kind of mixed. I work courthouse security, also music at McClellan, like my partner over there said. I'm also a Spanish interpreter, so that whenever they pick up somebody that doesn't speak English but only speaks Spanish, they call me out middle of the night or whenever, and I go and interpret.
Now, the Sheriff's Department, y'all have Calhoun County's a pretty big area, right?
Yes, sir.
I was talking to Larry the other day. Larry Anderson, the sheriff, newly elected sheriff again, and he's doing a great, super job. Sheriff's Department's doing a super job. But y'all got a lot of county to cover with the deputies you have.
Yes, sir. They sure do.
Now, how many miles is it? Do you know the county area? I know that a lot of people don't realize you got Piedmont, you got everything in the county.
Well, we've got a pretty large area. I'm not exactly sure of the square mileage, but it's a lot to cover with the number of deputies that we got.
Now, do you do regular patrol, or you mostly special events?
Well, mostly I'm working courthouse security, and then whenever one of the units goes out and they pick up somebody that they need my services as an interpreter, I also do special events like we're doing today, music at McClellan, Longleaf Lodge ceremonies and all that sort of stuff.
Now, the Sheriff's Department, these vehicles are equipped just like any other police car with the roll cages, the cages.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the modern equipment that you have now. Some of the sheriffs, is it the regular patrolmen that have the computers and all in the car?
Yeah, the regular deputies that are out on patrol have the computer in the car, and some have cameras.
And they can actually, like we used to when I was MP in the Army, we used to do NCIC check, 28, 29 check. Now they can do it right there in the car.
You're an MP?
Yeah.
I'm a retired MP officer.
Yeah, I was MP for 13 years and I got out. Don't believe I did.
I was an MP for 21.
My last 2.5 years, I was traffic NCO, Fort McClellan. I come back from Germany in '79 and got out in '82, the end of '82. Yeah. So it's, we used to have to run the 28, 29s and all this back then. Now it's just, everything has gone technical where they can just got a computer right there. They can check your tag number. They'll know who you are.
Exactly right. And we chewed some of the same ground. I was at Fort McClellan from '75 to '96.
Yeah, we was there at the same time. I was at the Provost Marshal's office. And
okay.
Before that, I was in Wiesbaden, Germany. I was over there for 3 years. So I've been around, but it's been a while. I've been out for a long time.
Same here.
Now the Sheriff's Department, they have, I'm fixing to show you something else coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. The Sheriff's Department, like I said earlier, no matter where you go, Larry Anderson's doing a great job. They got the mounted patrol. They got the cars. They got the pickups. And I'm fixing to show you something coming up next that you ain't going to believe. Some of you have seen it, but most people don't even know it exists in Calhoun County.
That's
and
right.
I ain't going to tell you what it is till we get done. You'll see it just shortly. Now, y'all, do you keep this car all the time, or?
Sir?
You keep the vehicle?
Yes, sir. I have a take-home car.
Oh, so you keep it all the time?
Yes, sir. I've been working for the sheriff now for over 10 years.
So most of the Sheriff's Department, they can be out quick because they're on call and the cars are there.
Yes, sir.
So if something goes on in Calhoun County, Larry picks up the phone or the dispatcher, and they're there quick. Yeah. Not only the patrolmen out there, but y'all got the cars there because y'all can respond anywhere pretty fast.
They call, we haul.
Tell you what, good-looking vehicle, appreciate you. I always say good-looking vehicle. Sheriff's Department's got to be a good-looking. They always look good unless you're sitting right there and them lights is on. They don't look real good then. We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toyz. If you got to get something to drink, you got to go to the bathroom, anything you got to do it quick because you don't want to miss what's coming up next. We'll be right back. Crawford Office Supply right here in Anniston moved into the brand new location, 2,500 square foot building right there on Layton Avenue. Anything to deal with office supplies, Crawford has it right there in stock. Pens, papers, pencils, anything. Scratch and dent furniture, brand new office furniture, filing cabinets, you name it, it's right there. They have free delivery also for all their products. Hey, if you need something that they don't have in stock at Crawford Office Supply, guess what? They can order it. 1 or 2 days, they got it in stock. Go by today, tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. You know, sometime during your life, everyone has to make decisions of the proper insurance to buy, whether it be business insurance, auto insurance, homeowners, motorcycle, motorhome, campers.
even your antique vehicles. West Insurance Agency is your independent dealer for this area right here on Hamrick Drive in Oxford. They have plans for any type of driver regardless of your driving record. Steve and his staff represent several different companies and they can get the right plan for you. They have a slogan, when you see us, don't think of insurance, but when you think of insurance, think of us. Give them a call today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz told you to call.
Mount Cheahaw Harley-Davidson, right here in Oxford, Alabama, Davis Loop Road.
They're your Harley-Davidson dealer for this area. In my opinion, they're a Harley-Davidson dealer all areas. Stop by and see Keith or George today. They have about 40 Harleys on display. Buy a new Harley. They have used Harleys. Clothes, you people like the Harley leather. They got any type of Harley clothing you want. Helmets, you name it, it's right there. All you guys with Harleys want to put that extra chrome on that brand new Harley. They got any type of chrome you could want. Stop by Mount Cheahaw Harley-Davidson today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by.
Next vehicle, Michael Kane. Michael, welcome to Big Boyz Toyz.
Thank you.
Calhoun County Sheriff's Department personnel carrier, right?
That's correct.
That means he can lock you up and take you into jail in style. Tell me a little bit about the personnel carrier. I've been telling everybody they didn't want to miss this because a lot of people don't know the Sheriff's Department's got it. Tell me about the personnel carrier.
Basically, it's a military M113 troop carrier. Been taken down from the military version, stripped down, cleaned up. Everything's been altered on it to fit our needs, been repainted, and now it's ready to go.
Now, what all do y'all do with this vehicle?
Basically, there's not too many things we can't do. Due to the fact that where we are, we've got so many mountainous areas, we've had plane crashes, people lost in the woods, so on and so forth. Basically, we can get out here and get in the woods and get up in the mountains where other people or other vehicles can't get to. Also, our emergency services unit, which you have it on the side here, we use that in case of a situation where we got a barricaded gunman or we got an injured officer. We can get in there, pick them up successfully without any more injuries.
Because it's kind of hard for a bullet to penetrate that, right? I don't think so.
Most people around here do not have anything that I'm aware of that will penetrate the hull.
Yeah. Now, you know, it's not wartime, but so you ain't got to worry about it. A little 357 9mm, it's going to bounce a little bit.
Exactly.
Really, a 30-06 ain't going to penetrate that hull. It's just, it's too thick. And you can actually use it for anything. And people in Calhoun County, half of them don't know you got this vehicle.
That's correct.
Half of them don't know the capabilities that the Sheriff's Department has when they seen the horses at the beginning of the show. Now, did you help build this? Or?
Myself, along with BA Systems, we worked for approximately 2 years on this project. We took it from an old, wore-out military vehicle that didn't want to move anymore to what you see now. It's a long process, and we took it from nothing and stripped it down. And after 2 years of work, hard work between us and BA Systems, they've done a lot of work for us, and they've deemed this their show vehicle, so to speak, and put a lot of time, hard work, and money into it, and we appreciate them for that.
Now, what kind of motor does this rascal got?
Oh, just a little one.
Probably, what, 6?
Usually this one, this is the A2 version, which is probably about 385, I believe is what it's pushing. With the A3 version is a new turbo engine transmission. I think it was 425 or 435 horses that it's pushing out.
And next time that you get a call that says they're taking up donations for the Sheriff Association, y'all give to it, because I'm sure some of that goes for this. And they drove this thing from the Sheriff's Department over 10th Street Mountain with 2 deputies with them.
This one now, the way this is designed, it actually has a full rubberized track system, so it's a lot smooth, just like driving a car. We've actually got 2 of them now, one of them, which is here, and then we've got one that's a 577 command vehicle, which is a little bit bigger. A little bit of differences on it. It's got a steel track, it's white. You got a few other features that this one doesn't have on it, which is a fully deployable tent system that attaches to the back of that command vehicle.
So this one can go on the road better with the rubber.
Yes, sir. Sure can.
Because you'd be tearing up some cement with that hood.
It has rubber pads on it to keep that from it, but if you make a lot of large turns or the pads get wore, it will start taking apart the roadway. So
tearing up some concrete. I want to thank you, Larry Amerson, and all the deputies out here today, and I'm sure Mount Cheahaw wants to thank you. I was telling them earlier when we started with Mount Cheahaw Harley-Davidson right here in Oxford. Mount Cheahaw's been a sponsor of Big Boyz Toyz for a long time. Great Harley dealership. They got any kind of accessories, parts, Harleys. They've got it. You know, you in Decatur, Birmingham, this is one of the best Harleys dealerships I've ever been in. And they kind of treat you like family here. You ain't just a customer. You like family. Everybody knows everybody here at Mount Cheahaw. And they always got something happening. Guy told me earlier when we come up, he said, I ain't never in my life. I'm come to the Harley shop and I see a horse and a tank at the same time. But that just shows them what the Sheriff's Department can do.
That's right.
Appreciate you being on the show. Appreciate y'all coming over.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
He's got to get back over 10th Street Mountain. We'll be right back with Big Boyz Toyz. Got a 55 coming up that's for sale. You can actually buy it and work on it and fix it yourself. We'll be right back.
Farmers and Merchants Bank. Farmers and Merchants Bank's got 4 locations to serve you. Piedmont, Anniston, Oxford, and downtown Jacksonville. 90 years of service. I tell you what, Farmers and Merchants Bank is the bank. You know, it's not like any other bank around. You can go in and they get your decision today. They make your decision on a loan or whatever you need right in that location. You have a personal banker that takes care of you right here. You don't have to send it to Birmingham, Charlotte, or anywhere. Go by one of the Farmers and Merchants Bank today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. You know, when someone smiles at you during the day, it kind of makes you feel great all over. Dr. Travis Phillips and his friendly staff right here in Oxford, Alabama, says stop by their office and they'll help put that beautiful smile on your face. They have teeth whitening, general dentistry, cosmetic dentistry, dental hygienist, oral surgery, everything right here in Oxford, Alabama. He has full x-rays and partial x-rays that he does right in his office, and you'll find out right then what he needs to do. They got professional staff. They have a saying, go the extra mile for the beautiful smile. Stop by and tell him Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toyz sent you by. Looking for a classic car? Don't know where to look? I got the answer for you. Austin Hines Motors in Arab, Alabama. Austin has 55, 56, 57 Chevrolets, Camaros, Chevelles, Novas, Corvettes, any type of classic car you could want, he has it in one location. They have over 100 classic cars in stock. They also have cars that you can rebuild yourself and restore yourself right there at that location. He's also the largest wrecker and rollback dealer for this area. So call Austin today, 256-931-2277. Tell him I told you to call.
Next vehicle, UB, welcome to Big Boyz Toyz. Got this 55 Chevrolet, belongs to GT Skinner right here. Skinner's is one of our sponsors. Skinner's Body Shop. Greg and GT's been a sponsor of Big Boyz Toyz for a while. Great sponsors. And GT, I was talking to him the other day, hey, you guys up in Huntsville, Decatur, wherever, GT's got this 55 for sale. Welcome to Big Boyz Toyz. Now, this is sets down the lot all the time down GT's, right?
Yeah.
He's got this in a 57 also for sale.
Yes, sir.
And he said if you want a project to work on, something to fix up, this is it, because you can buy this one right. And 55 Chevrolets are hard to find. People just looking everywhere for them. They're starting to fix up the 4-door 55s now because they can't find the 2-doors.
That's right.
Now, what motor and all is in this one?
I think it's a small block motor. I don't know much about the motor or nothing. I'll drive it around a little bit here and there. It runs and drives real good.
Yeah, it's a small box Chevy, and it's automatic. And you can tell someone has worked on it some, started to fix it up. They worked on the interior some, fixing it up. And GT said he just didn't have the time. He didn't have the time to do it all, so he's just going to sell it. And they're always got all kinds of cars. Him and Greg's got the street rods, and I think they like the street rods a little bit more than they like the original cars.
Yeah.
So he said he likes to just let somebody else work on the original cars and fix them up the way they want them. How long has he had this one, you know?
Probably about a year or so, maybe 2.
And he's got a red 57 Chevrolet sitting down there. It's for sale. And I was telling him, he said, well, people stop and look at it on 78. And I said, GT, put it on the show because people watch this show all over North Alabama. Birmingham, Decatur, Huntsville. And somebody is looking for a 55 Chevrolet. And you've drove us and down here, and they've drove it around. GT said, y'all drive it all the time. It's a good, stout, sturdy vehicle.
It is.
It's something that someone can take and just work at it hard and just fix it up. Now, you know what he's asking for it, or?
$15,000. That's what he's asking for the car.
And it's in real good shape for $15,000. You look at some of the 55s to buy. People wanting $10,000 that's half rusted out. This one's all one piece. It's all good, sound car. Yeah. So it's worth the price if someone wants to take and just have a project to work on for a long time.
Yeah, it's good straight by the car.
Two-tone gray and white, too. The two-tones 55s to me are more prettier than the solid colors. I don't know what it is. I just like the two-tone. It's like Harleys. I like the two-tone Harleys better. It's just something different when you add them two-tones in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Tell you what, good-looking vehicle. Appreciate you being on the show.
Uh-huh.
We'll be right back.
You know, 90% of most homeowners don't know they have a pest or termite problem until they have a very expensive repair bill. Why not let the professional staff at Rice Pest Control inspect your home before it happens? With 50 years of experience in Northeast Alabama and with their free termite inspection for new customers, don't you think it's better to be safe than sorry? Call Tracy Rice today or one of his sales staff. Tell him Barry Miller told you to call. Hey, if you mention Big Boyz Toys, you get 50% off your first initial service. So call them today at 1-800-850-4661. Triplet Paint and Decorating right here on Wilmer Avenue in Anniston is your home improvement headquarters for this area. They have DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints that go on good and look great once they're on. They also have all the materials needed to do that special job around the house. Carpets, they carry Shaw and Mohawk. Hardwood floors by Robin, so everything is in one location. Remember, DeVoe, Benjamin Moore, and Coronado paints are used by professionals all over the United States, and it's one of the best on the market. Stop by today. Tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to stop by.
American Income Tax Service. They have electronic filing. They do individual and business tax filing. They have all the necessary paperwork right there. They do anticipation and refund loans right there at the American Income Tax Services. They have offices in Anniston, Gadsden, Gunnersville, Collinsville, Rainbow City, and Attala. They do all tax services right there in one place. Contact any of the associates at American Income Tax. Tell them you heard their ad on Big Boyz Toys and you'd like them to fill out your taxes.
Auto Unlimited in Moody and Pell City is your #1 headquarters for most any type of add-ons to your vehicle. From the famous Flowmaster exhaust system to wheels, tires, anything that will make that vehicle catch everyone's eye. They do custom upholstery, painting, and classic car restoration. So from bumper to bumper, John and his staff can make that old clunker look like a brand new vehicle. Stop by or call in today and tell them Barry Miller from Big Boyz Toys told you to call. If you want to go out for the evening or fine dining, you can find it right here in downtown Anniston at Classic Old Noble. The atmosphere is set for a quiet dinner for 2 or a party for 20. They have a lounging area upstairs so you can have a drink with a friend or a business associate. They also have a seating available upstairs in a nice quiet atmosphere. Classic Old Noble also caters for special events and parties for any amount of people from 2 to 20 to 200. Stop by Classic Old Noble today and tell them Barry Miller sent you by. Oxford Picture Framing, 919 Snow Street, right here in Oxford, Alabama, is your #1 location for that special framing of anything that is dear and special to you. With over 1,000 frames, anything that can be framed, she can frame it. From graduations, weddings, to the new arrival to the family, she's the one to take it to. They can preserve and seal most any type of items for the special shadow boxes that will stay like new for years to come. Stop by or call Allison today at 835-2780 and tell you heard about her on Big Boyz Toys. Ray City Diner, exit 168 off of I-20 on Highway 77 right there in Lincoln, Alabama. Best steaks around. I tell you what, Wanda McKeag and her staff have great food in this restaurant. They are open 24 hours a day, breakfast served 24 hours a day. Each and every week, steak special. You guys working down in that area, she has lunch specials each and every day. Also, now through October, bike night every Tuesday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Tuesday night. You guys bring the bikes out, listen to music, enjoy the great food. We'll see you at Ray City Diner in Lincoln, Alabama. Next vehicle, 2007 Dodge Charger, George Bruner. George, welcome to Big Boyz Toys. And your name, little man?
My name
Is Blake?
That's it, it's Blake.
Blake's here too. George, tell me a little bit about the Charger. I told